танки.
It is reported that the 1st Assault Company of the 155th Separate Guards Marine Brigade has been almost completely destroyed on the Kursk direction. The remaining forces, while retreating, took a few killed in action and wounded. The others remained on the battlefield, never reaching Nikolsky.
Танки. Там хохлы пидоры.
Эвакуация раненых первый раз. Забрали Дага 200-го и 300-х тяжелых вынесли с первой роты. Амур, мой братишка, так и пропал. Нету нигде. Тяжелый пиздец. Это война, брат. Лесополки настоящие.
This is from a Russian source from the field. Right now, IF's just a fucking bell going on near Blakolsky. The 155th Brigade, like in a column, under red flags, like at a parade, went head-on into a swarm of Ukrainian drones along a mined road. Don't rub your eyes, we wrote everything correctly. Under the red flags of victory and exactly along a mined road. Details will come later. We pray for the guys who are out there in the fields. Gudkov, Raderchenko, Solichbuk, you are scum. 2 out of 3 are Ukrainians. These are not mistakes in planning. This is betrayal and a murder. At first I was skeptical about this message. Then I checked with my local friends and they confirmed everything. Really crazy old men forced victory banners to be hoisted on the equipment, after which they sent the column straight into a minefield under attack from thousands of FPV drones in the Kursk region. And now the Crests have published a video of the destruction of this red-bannered column. This is such a disgrace. How many times has the 155th Kamikaze Marine Brigade been wiped out already? The Russian command seems obsessed with throwing them into suicidal assaults, only for the world to watch their columns get annihilated. From Vuhledar 2022 to Kursk 2025, these zombies are fighting the wrong people. Full letter from the soldiers of the 155th Marine Brigade of the Russian Pacific Fleet addressed to the governor of Primorsky Krai. Dear Oleg Nikolaevich, the Marines of the 155th Marine Brigade are appeal to you. Once again, General Muradov and his fellow countryman Akhmedov threw us into an incomprehensible offensive in order for Muradov to earn bonuses from Gerasimov. And Muradov promised to Akhmedov the Hero of Russia award. As a result, US and Kamchatka Marines are advancing on Pavlivka. As a result of the carefully planned offensive by the great commanders, we lost about 300 people killed, wounded, and missing in 4 days. 50% of vehicles. This is just our brigade. The command of the district, together with Akhmedov, hide this and replace the official figures of losses for fear of responsibility. How are they planning to capture the settlement by slipping through the tree plantations in which the enemy remained, now destroying our guys on the wounded evacuation and ammunition supply routes? In addition, Pavlivka is lower than Vuhledar. They're striking us from the latter. Oleg Nikolaevich, Primori people. For how long will such mediocrities like Muradov and Akhmedov be planning military operations for the sake of their reports and receiving awards at the cost of the lives of so many people? They don't care about anything but demonstrating themselves. They call people meat. We ask you to turn to the Supreme Commander so that they would send a commission. Not from the Ministry of Defense, where Muradov is protected by Gerasimov, but an independent one. Let them be asked about the purpose of such actions, their supply, and the results, without any embellishment. How long can we endure this? The situation on the Eastern Front is stabilizing for the Ukrainians. Ukrainian forces have liberated the village of Pishchain in Donetsk Oblast, about 5 kilometers south of Pokrovsk. Russian troops have also reportedly been pushed back from several nearby settlements. This is reported by spokesman for the Khortytsia Regional Administrative District Viktor Tregubov. The 12th Brigade operational assignment Azov destroyed a Russian BM-21 Grad MLRS. These powerful but not very accurate multiple launch rocket systems are crucial for Russia's outdated World War II-style tactics. As a result, Ukrainian drones hunt them at every opportunity. The Azov Brigade specializes in this type of drone attack, and the Russians have tried all sorts of defenses, from cope cages to electronic jamming. However, none of them have proven effective, which is bad news for them. After a brief lull, Russian forces intensified attacks on the Pridniprovsky front, launching 8 assaults, including near Antonivsky Bridge and the destroyed railway crossing. Ukraine's defense forces repelled all attacks, destroying 2 MTLBs and inflicting severe losses, Southern spokesperson Brachuk said.
There was a certain lull, and yesterday the enemy began to attack more intensively. For example, in the Pridniprovsky and Kherson directions, the enemy conducted 8 assault actions. So there were a few days of no activity at all before this. Now, yesterday they started attacking, including with the use of mechanized components. We are talking about the destroyed location. This is the area of the Antonivsky Bridge, the same destroyed one. Also the railway, which is also not functioning. Accordingly, the enemy moved out from the Leshek area yesterday morning and tried to advance to certain positions. Of course, this is the same thing that our defense forces confirmed yesterday. In particular, the 11th Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine, named after Mikhailo Hrushevsky, worked very promptly and, most importantly, effectively. I am always pleased to say that this is the city of Odessa of permanent deployment. In fact, 2 enemy military vehicles were destroyed, namely an MTLB, on which assault troops attempted to advance. Several Russian assault troops were also destroyed. Others were wounded. That is 8 attacks. It hasn't been like this for quite some time, but
U.S. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz denies claims that Ukraine and Europe aren't included in peace talks. He stresses their consultation but adds talks are under Trump's leadership. Rubio also confirms upcoming Saudi talks with Russia, stating, "The next few days will show if Putin is serious about peace." Neither I nor the Ukrainian people will accept any U.S.-Russia decisions if Ukraine is not involved. He insists that any talks must include 4 parties: Ukraine, the U.S., Europe, and Russia, says Ukrainian President Zelenskyy. He's a killer and will never change. Zelenskyy, on a face-to-face meeting with Putin. Ukraine lacks the power to push him out militarily. That's why I have to speak about it. Dialogue with Putin is like negotiating with a terrorist. Zelenskyy also regrets the West's choice to negotiate with the Russian dictator.
I will speak. This is not about emotions. It is about how to stop him. To me, he is a killer, and he will never change. And so this is a dialogue with a terrorist. This is a dialogue with a killer. I do not have the strength, enough strength, to pull him out. So I must speak. So our allies can give me the strength to pull him out. But our allies decided to make a deal with Putin. But what can I say? I am ready. Of course, we do not want to lose our people. And if that's the case, then in diplomacy, to stop this war. Therefore, of course, we are ready. Of course, we are happy with this.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.